So you're considering getting into the market. The real question is, how do you know if it's a good time to buy? Should I buy now? Is the market good? Is the market bad? Should I wait? Well, hopefully this video helps you out. If you like this type of content, please click and subscribe. So the market is good. You're thinking about getting into the market. Well, what does the market is good mean? Generally, the market being good means that it's good if you already own real estate. It means prices are going up and you are increasing your equity. So this doesn't necessarily mean that the market is good if you are trying to buy. A good market is known as a seller's market. What exactly is a seller's market? Well, it can be defined by absorption rates, meaning if you have a certain amount of properties on the market at a given time, how many are selling in a given month? Generally speaking, anything below 5 months of inventory means prices are likely going up. Now, what does that mean for you as a buyer? Well, if prices are going up, the reason everybody likes to get into a seller's market or when the market is good is because if you're offering today, you may be competing, you may feel like you're paying too much, but if the trend keeps going, you will actually get a property worth more the day you move in than when you purchased it, maybe 30, 60, 90 days prior. But what's the other end of the spectrum? It is a buyer's market. What does a buyer's market mean? Well, generally anything over about 6.5 or 7 months of supply of inventory means that prices will start coming down. Well, why don't people like to buy in a lower market or a declining market? Because the day they move in, the property will actually likely be worth less than the actual purchase price that was on the contract. But is this really a bad thing? But the reason they call it a buyer's market is it's good for buyers. You're going to pay less than people did previous maybe month or years before. The reality of the situation is you should likely look at your purchase as a long-term investment. If you are trying to time the market, much like day trading in stocks, I mean, who knows what you're going to end up with. Buy a property that you can be in for no less than 3.5 to 4 years, because after that point, you will get enough value saved up within your equity that you can move on to the next property. Where you will lose is if you will only be within the property within a year or two and the market dips, you won't have enough actual equity to get on to the next step. The real value is holding, much like the stock market, holding over a long period of time is what's going to actually increase your value year after year after year. Let's say you're not getting into the market and you're actually going to wait and rent. Your rent is going specifically to paying someone else's mortgage. In the event that prices are flat or they're even coming down, you must remember that about 50%, like today's interest rates, are 50% of your payment is actually going towards principal. So let's say, for instance, you're renting for $1,000 a month and your mortgage payment is $1,000 a month. Well, with that rent, that $1,000 is completely gone and you've had somewhere to live. With your mortgage payment, that $1,000, there's a very good chance that 500 of it went to your own savings account called your property's equity, right? So no matter what, if the property is going up in value or not, you are still saving month to month to month. And that is why agents say the best time to get in the market is likely 5 years ago. The second best time is today. If you have any questions about that, please reach out, comment below. We would absolutely love to hear from you. My name is Steve Karrasch. I work just outside of Vancouver in the Fraser Valley. If you have any questions about my marketplace, absolutely reach out. We'll talk to you soon.